Who would have thought Eryth Sea was right on top of Ricky's village? Dive deep enough, you can reach their tree.
Perhaps you should try.
Might do. Haven't decided yet.
Is something wrong?
Aren't you curious? About why we're going to Prison Island, I mean.
It is not common for Homs to visit this region. You may have good reason, but forgive me. I do not pry into other people's business.
It's definitely bugging her, Shulk.
How dare you, you clown?
It's okay, Melia. We're not strangers anymore.
Well, You were right.
So then you'll listen to our story?
Yes. Tell me why you are here.
Basically, it all started when...
I see. I had heard about the Mechon assault on the lower regions, but did not know the situation was so grave. How lucky we are. Hey, what's that?
Is that?
You are looking at Prison Island.
So that's Prison Island.
Yes. And that is the Imperial capital, Alcamoth.
It's not just me, right? A floating city's a bit weird.
Built with superior defenses in mind.
Incredible. What technology makes this possible?
I do not know, and I've never had the need to.
You don't know? It doesn't freak you out?
You can eat bread without knowing how to bake it. Makes sense to me.
You will need Imperial sanction to enter Prison Island.
Okay.
We will travel to the capital first.
And how do you expect us to get up there? Fly?
There is a transporter up ahead. We can use that.
We've been deep-sea diving. Now we're gonna fly? This place gives me the creeps. But I guess we don't have a choice. Right. Onwards to the capital.
Still,
What is it, Dunban?
it's a sight to behold. Those look like anti-Mechon defense systems.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles. And we're finally here, Eryth Sea. God, I've been looking forward to this. The whole arc revolving around Prison Island, which, yeah, it's a floating island. As if it wasn't hard enough to get to the neck of the Bionis, we also have to get special permission to get up there. There's so much I gotta say about this place, guys. And if I don't start moving now, we're not gonna have time to get to it. This is, first and foremost, probably my favorite area. It's vast, but in a good way. It's an ocean, but there's floating reefs and a floating giant city. Whoever designed this area, they knew what was up. And you get, finally, the realization that, yeah, Machna Forest, if you looked up, you could actually see the ocean in the skybox. I didn't want to point it out because I want some things to like, whoa, wait, what's up with the sky in this area? To just, you know, you guys to figure out organically. But when the game just pretty much says it, yeah, we can confirm it. And man, on a whole meta level, Eryth Sea is so special to me because, god dang. First time I came here, I'll be honest though, I effing hated it. You know when that cutscene where it says, oh yeah, take the teleporter. I got a phone call, so I swam all the way to the capital and then realized that's not how you get there. I was a little ticked, but that's more on me. But just the whole idea of a series of floating aquatic reefs for like islands to have your levels on, it's so goddamn cool. And this level, like I said before, is incredibly vast. The reefs make up pretty much 95% of it, but there are tiny little islands you can see. Oh yeah, there's one right there. and one right there, and one right there. And you can totally go there. There are tons of things to explore on there, such as unique monsters and just little quests. Oh my gosh, it is amazing. But just as far as RPGs go, right, in general, even the early ones just took a lot from, like, you know, Tolkien and general fantasy novels. But can you legitimately say there's anything like this? And you dare interrupt the music, you stupid hodes! Need to choose my words carefully. Ugh. There just isn't. Like, even compared to other Monolith Soft games, like, I know I'm gassing it up. God, Johnny, if you love Eryth Sea, why so much? Why don't you marry it? I would, if I could. It'd probably be an issue. I mean, there's a lot of hodes inside of her, but anyway. I gave a giant ocean on the back of a giant's neck a female pronoun. What does that say about me? Anywho, I'm going to change time again, once again. You know how it is. Aesthetics and just all the silver in, like, the ocean. It reminds me of, like, just taking a boat ride, too. It's difficult to put into words. I hope I'm getting some of that across, though. I guess maybe it's just because I grew up near water all the time. It reminds me of home. Speaking of home, though, should probably get Melia to where she lives, which is presumably here. The capital.
Who are these guys?
Are those wings on their head? They must be high Entia.
Welcome home, Lady Melia.
Lady?
Huh?
Thank you, Captain. These Homs and this Nopon are my guests. See them safely to the guest quarters. Give them anything they need.
As you wish.
What's going on?
I have no idea.
Melia, are you? Melia.
I cannot speak now, but I shall fulfill my promise.
I understand.
I will arrange for an audience with the Emperor. Will you wait?
We won't move an inch. Trust me.
My thanks.
Lady Melia, he says. Shulk, you thinking the same as me?
Whatever her position is here, Melia won't let us down.
I'm sure you're right.
More of these guys.
I must report the Telethia's defeat to His Majesty and request entry to Prison Island. Shulk is depending on me. I must hurry to the audience chamber.
And after a long journey to Machna Forest and back, Melia's finally back home in the capital. And just like Eryth Sea, I got a lot to say about Alcamoth, and we're gonna spend a good chunk of time here. Hope you like the music, hope you like the sights. I'll make sure to show off some of the better ones when I get a chance.
You say the second consort's child survived her ordeal?
Forgive me, First Consort. I, Tyrea, vow to see your orders fulfilled.
Whilst she's in the capital, do not underestimate the lengths to which His Majesty and the child's loathsome goons will go. How, pray tell, will you avoid the guards?
I will do whatever it takes.
Oh, your stupidity bores me.
Your Highness,
Enough of your drivel!
We will have our chance when she stakes her claim to the throne.
We finally get confirmation that Melia is not only a High-Entia. You know, back in Sartorial Marsh, we were learning about that long-extinct ancient race of giant effing women? Well, they're not so giant, and they're not so extinct. In fact, they've just been chilling out here in Alcamoth, and I forgot we can't actually go explore Alcamoth yet. That'll have to wait. Melia has the duty to report to the Emperor, after all. But man, I love the game's foreshadowing. Like, when Ricky was saying, bird lady, or well, maybe it was one of the Nopon, I just thought she had a parakeet or something. All of the High-Entia, like, dudes, right? Their armor could have been, like, a piece of, like, the wings. It doesn't outright say it. It lets you think. And god dang it, I love that. But, well, that kind of looks like Palkia, but I know it's the Mechanis, but seriously, squint. It sort of looks like Palkia, but God, I'm such a nerd. This is a Pokemon reference. Dude, shut up! We're in the Royal Palace. Please, respect it a little bit. And speaking of the Royal Palace, god dang, they really knew how to design this thing. I know this is going to upset some people, but it really reminds me of the Episode 1 Naboo Palace. I don't know what that says about me, but this doesn't. Holy turds. Bro, I want to play in that water. They would have to fish me out. It does not look like it is easy to get back out of there, but I think we could look at this right now. You know, the king ain't going nowhere. Let's hop out on the sky terrace and just check out the view, man. God, look at that horizon. And just in view, Prison Island once again. And just beyond that, you can actually see the head of the Bionis. Jeez. These rich people know how to live. Understandable. I mean, I guess they have all the High-Entia technology and probably a large portion of the wealth. Then again, they're probably just like, gotta make sure, keep an eye on things. I mean, it's Prison Island after all. There's probably something important going on, but
Melia Antiqua, First Princess, has returned, Your Majesty.
Raise your head.
Your Majesty.
The Telethia rained havoc on countless veteran knights. You triumphed where they could not. I find it difficult to suppress these feelings of pride for you, my kin.
But, Your Majesty, I failed to return with any of the subjects you entrusted to me. My inexperience cost them their lives.
We will grieve for them, but it could not have been avoided. It was their duty and honor to fight beside you. They were all aware of your limits.
Emperor!
Keep those feelings of frustration close to you. It will help you to remember the debt you owe to those that have fallen.
Your Majesty, concerning such debts, there were others who aided me.
The Homs and Nopon that accompanied you to the capital, they have been arrested by Imperial security.
Shulk and his companions?
Yes, for reasons pertaining to the weapon this Shulk possesses.
Shulk's weapon? Do you mean the Monado?
So it is true. If that weapon is truly the Monado, we shall be forced to take action.
Why?
There is a legend, passed down through the generations, of a divine weapon, the Monado. It is said that the Bionis itself bestows the blade upon a chosen one. However, if the chosen one is black of heart, he will cause the destruction of the High-Entia.
Among High Entia exist the good and bad alike. Homs and Nopon are no different. If this boy is the chosen one,
The Divine Seer's interrogation will reveal where his allegiances lie.
So you intend to keep them confined?
we must.
Father, I mean, Your Majesty. I assure you, Shulk is of pure heart.
As my successor, you will play a role of great importance. Calm your spirit and be patient.
Dear sister, I can see the Emperor's words have confused you.
Brother.
His Majesty has spoken. He recognizes you as the Crown Princess. You are to be the next ruler of the High Entia.
Me? And not you?
Yes. The Emperor asked for my counsel, and I told him as I tell you now. You will make a fine Empress. There is no one more suited to leading our people. You proved that when you dispatched the Telethia.
I don't know what to...
Melia.
But the soldiers? I am not fit to rule. I should visit their families and beg for pardon.
Melia, you know that this is not allowed.
I know. But it does nothing for the guilt I feel.
It is as the Emperor said. Grieve their departing, and engrave in your heart their great deeds.
I will.
You are right to question these things, but take pride in who you are. The Emperor has chosen wisely in you, Melia.
I am to be Crown Princess.
Yes, you are. The Ministries of Research and Records are united in support of His Majesty's decision. I, Minister Lorithia, have no objection to your appointment.
I understand.
I would never openly question our Divine Emperor. But the wielder of the Monado, the Chosen One, might be a useful tool.
You think so too?
Yes, but a lowly servant of the realm such as myself could never question His Majesty. However, if the Divine Seer were to intervene...
The Seer could free Shulk.
They should be exchanging words as we speak.
Idiot bird brains. What do we do? A fancy prison is still a prison.
What happened to Melia? I don't see her locked up in here with us.
Exactly. She's in on this.
Shulk, any thoughts here?
Melia won't let us down. She promised to take us to Prison Island. And she's not the kind of person to break a promise.
Okay, Shulk. You win. I believe you. And if you believe Melia, then no arguments from me.
So the second I show up to Melia's house, her parents just put me in prison? Effed up. But I understand. Hey, at least they were nice to let us keep our weapons. I mean, what would Shulk be without the Monado? But yeah, while we wait for our clearance, we're stuck in this room with nothing to do. Could at least gave us a turkey. What do you think about this, dumb band? We have never had any contact with the High Entia before. Perhaps they were being cautious just as we would. Yeah, understandable. If you talk to everybody a second time, they have secondary dialogue. It's nothing like special, but you can potentially miss it. The only issue is the last person you talk to, you can't see that. Just something I kind of thought about. Ricky's been awfully silent since we got here.
Shulk, you no have to worry. But people not bad.
I believe it. After all, Melia's just so nice and caring.
Everything be okay. Ricky think they're gonna bring lots of yummy food for us.
Why'd I make him turn into Jar Jar Binks? What have Star Wars on the brain? I guess if you squint, the Monado could be a lightsaber. And once we came to meet Melia, we're also wearing those masks. What in the world is going on? I don't know. Maybe we'll find out soon. Melia didn't seem like a bad person. I don't want to doubt her. And yet, we continue to do so. What is all this? How can they treat us like this? We're Homs, diplomats, kinda. That Melia chick. Sure we can't really trust her, right? We've already been over this in the cutscene run. What the...
You are to be interrogated by the Divine Seer. Stand back.
Alvis! What are you doing here?
I see. So that is why you are here.
Is Melia okay? We didn't mean to cause her any trouble.
Rest assured, she is fine. The real reason you have been detained is not because you are outsiders.
You don't mean...
Yes. The Monado. You see, the High Entier and the Monado go back many years. Millennia, in fact.
Ah.
Leave everything to me. I shall see to it that you are not held for long. We cannot have the saviors of Her Highness treated as criminals now, can we? Free these people. I shall take responsibility for their actions whilst inside the capital. They are now guests of the Imperial family.
Sir.
I am required to report to His Majesty. Otherwise, I would escort you around the capital. Use this room at your leisure. You are free to roam the city or stay here and rest. Farewell.
Hold on, Alvis. I need to ask you...
Be patient. I know what it is you wish to ask. Do not fear. You will learn when the time is right.
The life of the rich. So where are we going?
Anywhere but here. I'm bored of this stuffy room.
Okay, then.
Ricky, find Melia for Shulk.
Ricky, wait.
Your Eminence.
What God want?
If you're after Alvis, he's gone.
What? Where did he go?
What happened?
We received an SOS from a small squadron repairing a transporter at Eryth Sea. But the transmission was interrupted, and we have lost all contact with the squadron.
Sounds like they need our help.
Shulk and Ricky go help. Ricky and friends help people in trouble.
Of course. We're happy to help.
But you're outsiders.
Soldier man, not worry. Hereupon Ricky is here to save the day.
It is most appreciated. We need all the help we can get.
Well, look what we have here. Suddenly, you need the prisoner's help. If we were downright evil, we'd rub it in their face. But no, Shulk's a good guy. Of course we're gonna help save the workers. But now that we have clearance thanks to our buddy Alvis, crazy meeting him here. I thought Melia said she never met any Hom's boys, though. That girl can't get a story straight. But now we can finally explore Alcamoth in its full form. And also accept a ton of quests. Yeah, that's what I care about at the end of the day. But I got a lot to talk about. First and foremost, though, we should probably say hi to you. How you doing, Mr. Birdman?
By Bionis, I can't believe I was defeated so easily, causing trouble for my comrades. What the heck was I thinking?
Sorry to hear that, homie. And yeah, the second you talk to him, guess what? There's a whole nother colony of people you can talk to, which means more affinity charts, which means more traits. Ah, I love it!
Oh dear. What should I do? My friend and colleague Gavin was defeated by a monster, so we're getting ready to take another attempt at defeating it.
Sounds like you guys need lots of help.
The problem is I've been assigned to a different mission. This red Galvin will have to face the monster on his own.
Don't you think you're mollycodding him a bit? It's just one loss. It happens. Why do you need to help him?
Sadly, it isn't just one loss. Galvin is on a bit of a losing streak at the moment. If we don't sort it out soon, he could get
really depressed. Oh no, a friend in need. Beat some dudes up in Eryth Sea? I can do that.
You'll help me with my mission? That's great. No problem.
I don't want to gather too many named quests at the start, but there's no reason not to grab these. But I do want to make mention of the quests here in Alcamoth. Now that we've entered a new region, it means we get a new faction for the affinity chart, the Upper Bionis. And here's the thing about Alcamoth quests, guys. I don't know if I said it before. I might as well actually mention it when we get this quest. Every quest in Alcamoth is timed. And it is very obvious when you will get to the point where you need to complete them. Just know that eventually all the citizens of Alcamoth will move locations and their quests will become unavailable. So, yeah, we're gonna not necessarily take all of them on at the very start, but just it's something to keep in mind. Their availability is limited. Not as bad as Refugee Camp, though, but just wanted to mention that before we head out. As we step outside the Imperial Palace, though, we get to finally explore Alcamoth, and yeah, I'll be honest, there's not a lot to see. It's kind of an empty city, but it's still like really impressive how much they actually crammed into like a Nintendo Wii game, but still, it takes forever to walk around, and it's just like, you know, to Squidward, I guess. It's all chrome. Before we go any further, though, there are some art books. We really just need these two. Like, god dang it. Like, I also want this one and this one. Okay, I really like playing as Melia, so I'm going to spend a lot of money on her. Can you blame me? But we also have new gear, which means might as well update our appearance, too. And one super extremely unnecessary and expensive shopping spree later. We now look like we're a part of the high Entia military, except for, like, you know, the winged, you know, their helmets were made for people with giant wing heads, that's all I'm saying. Shulk looks amazing. Everybody else, I don't know, they look like kind of bootleg Power Rangers, but I dig it, especially for Dumban. Dumban's looks pretty great. As for Charla, I swear, I don't know why they made all of her armor so revealing, but Ricky looks like an armor potato. I dig it. For the most part, though, we're going to be playing as Ryan in this area because I realize we haven't really done that for a super long time. And honestly, that's a shame because now his moveset is starting to really evolve. But like I said before we head out, I want to just accept all the generic quests here in Alcamoth. Make sure to do it for day and night. And yeah, I'll meet you once I'm done. And for the most part, that takes care of all the quests on the upper portions of Alcamoth. I am ignoring one in particular because, well, it's a named quest, and I kind of want to save those for their own videos. Now it's time to take the giant effing escalators, which make you go super effing fast. Woo! Woo! Johnny, it's not that cool. No, it's awesome! Shut up! Now we can go to the bottom portions, and yeah, there's a lot of quests down here, too. Oh, look at it! It's like, can't even count them all. Wait, that's like 8, 7, 20. I'm going to quickly grab some more quests here and also just the landmarks for this general area because, yeah, like I said before, Alcamoth, oh man, it big. Moving around here is kind of a pain. You also want to keep notice of item orbs. There are a lot of really rare, I shouldn't say really rare, but there's a couple of rare collectibles for the Collectopedia for Alcamoth. One in particular I really hope we see on camera because it's really funny. Yes! I got it! Ha 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 ha! What is that supposed to... You know, we can actually check. Hold up. Ricky seems to enjoy naming this. It's some kind of furry white creature. What the I mean, I guess that makes sense.
Yes, that one. Call him Ha 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 Ha.
But Ricky, the high-entine people probably already have a name for... No, it's called Ha 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 Ha.
I discover.
After about 14 minutes of purely picking up quests, this is what our quest log looks like. I know, it looks like a lot, and good lord, how are we ever going to finish that? Dude, don't even worry about it. On the way to our main quest of helping out those workers, we're gonna have plenty of time to work on those side quests, take down those named monsters, collect some stuff, and beat the crap out of some hodes. So, in the next episode of Xenoblade Chronicles, Shulk and the boys, and Charlotte, she's still here, are gonna head into the reef and try and help the high-entine people of Alcamoth. See you guys then. Bye.